at Ripple. He says, there is no such thing as an ISO 20022 compliant crypto, but there are financial systems, some created by crypto companies like Ripple, yes, like RippleNet, that do use ISO 20022 compliant messages to communicate, okay? So at the token level of XRP, there's an argument to be made that they could try and make it compliant, you know, the transactions, but it's just, you're just sending XRP back and forth, right? There's no need to be compliant with some messaging standard, okay? Let's keep going. He says, people make a big deal out of Ripple using ISO 20022 compliant messaging, which they do, right? I've said this from the beginning. Ripple is compliant with this standard because they're a payment system, not a crypto token like XRP. So RippleNet uses this, right? So the people get excited because RippleNet can interoperate with other payment systems, which is hopefully going to lead to greater adoption of RippleNet and in turn benefit XRP. He also says XRP is not listed as a currency by another ISO standard called ISO 4217, but the standard does designate that currencies starting with X are for transactional currencies, okay? So XRP fits the format for ISO 4217, even though it's not officially listed, okay? So XRP actually fits a format for a different ISO standard that actually relates to currencies. And it fits this because it starts with an X. That's it, right? It fits this ISO 4217. So technically, even though XRP is not listed under the standard, it technically is compliant with ISO 4217. It doesn't need to be compliant with ISO 20022. There's no point because that's for payment messaging systems. This misunderstanding runs super deep. And there are certain crypto tokens. I believe Corium is trying to integrate ISO 20022 compliant messaging at the token level somehow. Some of these other crypto tokens may be trying to do it as well. But ultimately, if the crypto protocol has built a payment system, they need to be compliant with ISO 20022. That's just the foundation of this whole argument. Ultimately, this is not a big deal. The public is already psyoped into believing that these certain coins relate to this keyword. And the more that that keyword gets talked about,